to set up?
No, I think she's eminently, I just want to find a guy who's good enough for her.
Aww.
You know, who wants what she wants.
Yeah, just somebody who sincerely wants a relationship. You know, we didn't just want somebody, I know you know me.
Right.
And my thing is, like, I don't just want somebody who just wants a public figure, someone who's on television. Like, he knows the real me. People who watch our show, Housewives of Atlanta, they get to see the real me. I want somebody to get to know Porsha.
Yeah.
Top 5 dating tips, Andy.
Y'all, hold on to your seats, because the shocking truth about Porsha Williams is finally coming to light, and it's going to leave everyone speechless. Allegedly, while Porsha was pregnant with Pilar Gina McKinley, she was secretly involved in a steamy affair with none other than Andy Cohen. Yes, you heard that right. The very same TV mogul who has been a trusted figure in the media world, allegedly caught up in a scandal that nobody saw coming. Sources claim that while Porsha was trying to maintain her perfect mom image in public, behind closed doors she was sneaking around with Andy Cohen, meeting in secret locations, and keeping their relationship hidden from everyone, including Dennis McKinley. The whispers are growing louder, and fans are already in shock, questioning everything they thought they knew about Porsha's life. And it doesn't stop there. Insiders reveal that Dennis McKinley, consumed by doubt and fear, began to question whether Pilar was really his daughter. Porsha's past is riddled with cheating allegations. Her ex-husband Simon Gobadia accused her of betrayal, and now Dennis felt compelled to consider a DNA test, fearing the unimaginable. Imagine the emotional weight, the heartbreak, the betrayal, all unraveling in one family. Social media erupted the moment the scandal leaked. Loyal fans were in denial, while others couldn't believe the audacity. Hashtag Porsha Fair started trending instantly, memes and speculation spreading like wildfire. The alleged secret messages, hidden calls, and private meetings paint a picture of deception, secrecy, and heartbreak. This isn't just gossip, it's a story of trust shattered, innocence threatened, and a shocking betrayal that could change everything. The question on everyone's mind now, is Pilar really Dennis's daughter, or is there an even darker secret waiting to be revealed? And the most shocking part, Andy Cohen's name is now at the center of this controversy. Stay tuned, because what you're about to see might be the most explosive celebrity scandal of the year. This is just the beginning, and it's about to get a lot messier.
Yes.
What other Atlanta housewife do you think could be on the show with Andy?
All the ones who are single.
Cynthia would be great.
Yeah, she
Cynthia
would.
would be
Wait,
really
but
good.
she's got somebody.
Does she?
I love this shade, baby.
Andy, talk to me this season. What are we going to see? What's different this season?
We've streamlined the format, and we just have great, it's a galaxy of...
Buckle up, because what you are about to hear will shake the very foundation of everything you thought you knew about Porsha Williams. Sources say that while Porsha was pregnant with Pilar Gina McKinley, a scandal so explosive was quietly unfolding behind closed doors that it could have rewritten Hollywood gossip history forever. Allegedly, she was secretly involved with Andy Cohen, the media mogul whose name has been synonymous with trust and late-night interviews. But while the world saw Porsha as the glowing, expectant mother, the reality hidden in whispers and private messages was far darker, far more twisted, and absolutely shocking. Dennis McKinley, Pilar's father, had been plagued by a gnawing suspicion almost from the beginning. They say he noticed subtle changes in Porsha's behavior during her pregnancy, secretive phone calls, unexplained absences, moments where her eyes betrayed something she refused to say out loud. He tried to suppress the fear, tried to convince himself it was paranoia. But deep down, he knew there was something off, something he couldn't ignore. And then came the whispers, the insider leaks, the quiet murmurs from people claiming to have seen what no one should have. That's when Dennis decided he couldn't risk the unknown anymore. He needed answers, and the only way to get them was the one method he had been too afraid to consider: a DNA test. The history of Porsha's relationships made the decision almost inevitable. Her ex-husband Simon Gobadia had publicly accused her of infidelity, painting a picture of a pattern of betrayal that no one could easily dismiss. Fans remembered the headlines, the viral clips, the social media storms where accusations flew faster than defenses could be made. Now, adding the alleged affair with Andy Cohen to that history only multiplied the shock, turning whispers into roars. Dennis reportedly carried the weight of the possibility that Pilar might not be his daughter, a thought that tormented him day and night. Each smile from Pilar, each innocent laugh, became a piercing reminder of uncertainty, a reminder of betrayal he might never have anticipated. Sources allege that Porsha and Andy Cohen's meetings were meticulous, clandestine, and perfectly orchestrated. There are claims of hidden text messages deleted minutes after being sent, secret encounters in undisclosed locations, and private calls that nobody ever heard. The level of secrecy is what insiders say makes this scandal almost cinematic, Hollywood gossip at its rawest. its most ruthless, and its most captivating form. Social media users caught wind of the leaks and erupted. The hashtag #PorshaFair immediately trended across platforms, stirring memes, theories, and endless speculation about how such a story could remain hidden while everyone else was celebrating a happy pregnancy. Emotionally, Dennis was reportedly crushed. Imagine raising a child while the parent you trusted might have been living a double life, hiding secrets that could redefine the very family you were building. Every choice he made, every precaution, was now under the shadow of doubt. The fear that Pilar might not be biologically his caused sleepless nights, relentless anxiety, and a constant battle with trust and love. Friends say he wrestled with whether to confront Porsha directly or quietly take steps to protect himself and the child. The tension was unbearable, and insiders claim that even close family members noticed his change, the way his laughter became forced, his eyes held a permanent shadow, and the warmth that Pilar had once felt from him now carried the weight of suspicion. Fans were blindsided. Loyal followers of Porsha, who had once praised her parenting, suddenly felt torn between disbelief and curiosity. How could someone they admired for her poise and strength allegedly engage in such clandestine betrayal while expecting a child? On the other hand, critics and gossip followers claimed this was nothing new, saying the pattern of deception was consistent with everything Porsha had allegedly done in the past. Every leaked conversation, every anonymous tip that surfaced online, became fuel for the fire. The scandal was not just about a rumored affair, it was about trust shattered, families fractured, and innocence thrown into the crossfire. Then there is the alleged involvement of Andy Cohen, a figure whose reputation was meant to be untouchable. The whispers suggest that Cohen, aware of the stakes, still allegedly engaged in the secret relationship, fully aware of the potential fallout. The betrayal was multi-layered, sources say, combining secrecy, manipulation, and a disregard for the emotional devastation that could unfold if the truth ever came to light. For the public, it was impossible to reconcile the image of the respected media personality with the allegations that tied him to one of the most scandalous stories in recent memory. The allegations are only the beginning. Each report that trickles out adds more tension, more heartbreak, and more questions than answers. How could Porsha maintain such a secret without detection? Was Dennis's decision to pursue a DNA test driven purely by suspicion, or was there evidence that forced his hand? And most importantly, how much of this story is still hidden, waiting for insiders to leak the next explosive detail that will make the world gasp? The tragedy, the heartbreak, and the betrayal converge in ways that make it impossible for anyone following this story to look away. What makes this story resonate is not just the scandal itself, but the emotional devastation that shadows it. The alleged affair is not a simple rumor, it's a narrative of love betrayed, innocence endangered, and of families' trust shattered under the weight of secrecy. Pilar, an innocent child, finds herself in the middle of speculation she cannot comprehend, her life unknowingly becoming a public spectacle. Dennis, a father driven by doubt and the need for truth, embodies heartbreak, fear, and the unending search for certainty in a world filled with secrets. Porsha, meanwhile, allegedly juggles public image and private deception, her every action dissected by a public eager for answers, gossip, and the next viral headline. The story is still unfolding. Each leak, each tip, each new insider revelation threatens to escalate the scandal further, pushing the boundaries of what fans thought they knew about celebrity life, parenting, and trust. Social media chatter continues to explode, debates rage on, and the world watches as this alleged affair threatens to rewrite perceptions, friendships, and legacies. And through it all, the question that lingers, sharp as a knife, is Pilar truly Dennis's daughter, or is there a darker, hidden truth waiting to emerge from the shadows? This is just the beginning, the surface of a story so dramatic, so intense, and so emotionally charged that viewers are already glued to every update. Buckle up, because what comes next could be the most explosive chapter yet, more revelations, more heartbreak, more betrayal, and the world will be watching every shocking second of it. Whispers grew louder, and the leaks kept coming, painting a picture so scandalous that fans could hardly believe it was real. Dennis McKinley had taken the first steps, secretly arranging the DNA test, but what followed next would plunge everyone into emotional chaos. Sources claim that the moment Porsha learned Dennis was questioning Pilar's paternity, a storm of panic, deception, and manipulation erupted behind closed doors. Allegedly, she scrambled to cover tracks, deleting messages, altering schedules, and attempting to convince Dennis that everything he feared was baseless. But insiders say the cracks in her story were already visible, tiny slips, fleeting admissions, and private interactions that told a story of secrecy that could no longer stay hidden. The media frenzy exploded when an anonymous tipster leaked alleged screenshots of private conversations between Porsha and Andy Cohen. In these messages, insiders claim they coordinated meetings in ways so meticulously secret that even close friends were unaware. Fans combed through the texts, searching for clues, and the scandal went viral almost instantly. Social media was in flames. Disbelief, outrage, and viral memes spread like wildfire. Every reaction was magnified because this wasn't just a celebrity scandal, it was about a family's trust being allegedly dismantled in real time. Dennis reportedly struggled with every interaction. Allegedly, each smile from Pilar reminded him of his growing suspicion, and every embrace became colored with doubt. Friends say he confided that he couldn't sleep, couldn't eat, and was haunted by the idea that the child he loved might not be biologically his. The emotional toll was immense, a mix of heartbreak, betrayal, and the weight of protecting Pilar from a truth she was too young to understand. Insiders describe a father torn between love and fear, desperate for answers but afraid of what they might reveal. Meanwhile, Porsha allegedly began spinning narratives, reaching out to mutual friends, and attempting to maintain her image while quietly managing the growing scandal. Sources say her public statements emphasized positivity, motherhood, and family, but the behind-the-scenes drama was drastically different. Allegedly, her fear of exposure created a tense environment filled with conflict, arguments, and secretive behavior. Every moment in public was choreographed, every smile rehearsed, and every interaction a potential trap that could expose the alleged affair with Cohen. The involvement of Andy Cohen added a layer of complexity that fueled public obsession. The man once seen as untouchable, whose career relied on credibility and media presence, was now allegedly caught in the crossfire of one of the most explosive celebrity scandals of the decade. Whispers suggest he attempted to distance himself, but the leaks made it impossible. Every social media post, every appearance, was dissected for signs, reactions, and hints of involvement. Fans speculated endlessly, and hashtags trended continuously, keeping the scandal alive in the public eye. The alleged affair reportedly created a ripple effect, impacting friends, family, and associates. Dennis's inner circle allegedly became aware of the tension, with some supporting his decision to seek the truth and others urging caution. Porsha's friends reportedly found themselves caught between loyalty and shock, trying to navigate conversations without confirming or denying the explosive rumors. The result was a complex web of emotions, alliances, and betrayals that only added fuel to the viral gossip fire. As the DNA test results loomed, the emotional stakes skyrocketed. Sources claim Dennis faced sleepless nights imagining every possible outcome. The fear of betrayal, the potential confirmation of a secret affair, and the uncertainty surrounding Pilar's paternity created a tense, almost unbearable environment. Fans and social media followers watched anxiously, speculating about the results before they were even known. Every update, every leak, every anonymous comment became a new spark in a firestorm of controversy, making it impossible for anyone to look away. Allegedly, private conversations between Porsha and Dennis became increasingly tense. Friends say arguments escalated, and moments of confrontation grew more dramatic. Dennis reportedly demanded transparency, seeking answers to questions that were never openly addressed before. Porsha allegedly reassured him publicly while privately avoiding direct admission, a duality that insiders claim intensified the emotional turmoil. Every whispered rumor, every alleged hidden meeting, every viral leak contributed to a sense of betrayal and heartbreak so intense that fans described it as cinematic, almost unbelievable in its scope. Meanwhile, Pilar's innocence remained at the center of the drama. Sources emphasize the tragedy of a child unknowingly at the heart of a storm, caught between parents navigating secrecy, fear, and the alleged fallout of an affair. Every social media post about Porsha or Dennis fueled speculation about Pilar, further intensifying the emotional gravity of the situation. The child's life, unaffected yet publicly scrutinized, became a silent yet poignant element of a scandal that had already captured global attention. The public response reached fever pitch as leaks continued to emerge. Alleged insider accounts described clandestine messages, secret meetings, and hidden motivations that suggested a level of manipulation and secrecy fans hadn't seen before. Social media platforms were overwhelmed with opinions, debates, and viral clips discussing the scandal in real time. Each revelation, no matter how small, contributed to a narrative of betrayal, heartbreak, and shock that kept the story alive and constantly evolving. Sources also claim that Dennis's decision to pursue the DNA test was not just about paternity, it was a desperate attempt to reclaim trust, to find certainty in the midst of alleged deception. The emotional stakes, according to insiders, were as high as they could possibly be, creating a story of heartbreak and intrigue that captivated millions. Every detail, from secret texts to whispered rumors, contributed to a tapestry of betrayal, suspense, and dramatic tension that transformed a personal family crisis into a global gossip phenomenon. As the story developed, the tension between public perception and private reality intensified. Porsha's carefully curated image of motherhood and composure collided with the explosive allegations, creating a stark contrast that fueled speculation and engagement across social media. Fans debated every gesture, every public appearance, and every post, amplifying the drama and intensifying the viral nature of the scandal. The alleged affair with Cohen, the secrecy surrounding it, and the emotional fallout for Dennis and Pilar combined to create a narrative that seemed almost too shocking to be real, but according to insiders, every detail was grounded in what they described as undeniable truth. The world was watching, and every new leak added another layer of intensity to the scandal. Allegedly, private conversations, secret interactions, and undisclosed encounters kept the story evolving, ensuring that attention remained fixed on Porsha, Dennis, and the unfolding mystery surrounding Pilar. Fans speculated endlessly about Cohen's role, the timing of the alleged affair, and the emotional consequences for all involved. Each revelation pushed the narrative further into the realm of heartbreak, betrayal, and shocking celebrity drama that audiences could not ignore. The suspense was relentless, with every insider detail painting a picture of trust shattered, innocence caught in the crossfire, and secrecy that seemed almost impossible to contain. Sources say that the emotional weight on Dennis was immense, while Porsha's efforts to control the narrative added to the intensity, creating a story that combined scandal, heartbreak, and viral gossip into a perfect storm. The alleged affair, the DNA test, and the ongoing public fascination made it clear that this was more than a typical celebrity story. It was a full-blown saga of deception, emotional turmoil, and shocking revelations that would continue to dominate conversations for weeks to come. The stage was set for the next chapter, one that insiders say will bring even more explosive revelations. Fans waited with bated breath, wondering if Pilar's paternity would finally be confirmed, if more alleged secrets would surface, or if the emotional fallout would reach a level previously unseen in celebrity gossip. Every post, every leak, and every insider tip fueled anticipation, keeping the story at the forefront of social media, news, and public debate. The narrative was relentless, intense, and emotionally charged, ensuring that everyone following it remained glued to every shocking detail as it unfolded. The tension had reached its peak, and what followed next would change everything. The results of the DNA test, the very truth Dennis McKinley had sought, were finally revealed, and the world braced for a shock so intense that it would ripple through social media, gossip forums, and celebrity news channels for weeks to come. Allegedly, the test confirmed suspicions that Dennis had long feared, igniting a storm of emotions, heartbreak, and controversy. Sources say the revelation left Dennis reeling, grappling with betrayal that cut deeper than he could have ever imagined. Every joyful memory, every smile from Pilar became tinged with doubt and anguish as the truth he had unearthed threatened to dismantle the family image he had tried so hard to protect. Porsha Williams, according to insiders, faced the fallout with a mixture of panic and calculated attempts at damage control. Friends say she reached out to confidants, attempted private negotiations, and tried to maintain the image of composure in public appearances, all while knowing the story had already gone viral. Social media erupted within minutes of the revelation, as fans, critics, and gossip followers flooded the platforms with reactions ranging from outrage to disbelief. Every post about Porsha and Dennis was dissected, every facial expression analyzed, and every public statement scrutinized for signs of guilt, regret, or deception. The hashtag PorshaFair surged once again, trending globally as millions debated the consequences, implications, and emotional gravity of the shocking revelation. Insiders claim Andy Cohen's involvement became the focal point of the scandal. What was once an untouchable reputation in the world of media now stood exposed to allegations of betrayal, secrecy, and complicity in a story that gripped millions. Sources say that private interactions between Cohen and Porsha, allegedly occurring during her pregnancy, were under intense public speculation, with leaked messages and hidden calls fueling a narrative of deceit. Fans speculated relentlessly, attempting to connect every public interaction, every TV appearance, and every comment to the alleged affair, making Cohen one of the most scrutinized figures in recent celebrity gossip history. Dennis's emotional state reportedly reached a breaking point. Insiders describe him struggling with the reality that Pilar, the child he had loved unconditionally, might not be biologically his. Friends say he experienced sleepless nights, panic, and moments of overwhelming despair, questioning every choice he had made, every act of trust, and every smile he had shared with Porsha. The alleged betrayal, compounded by the public scrutiny, transformed private heartbreak into a story consumed globally, as viewers watched a father's anguish unfold in real time through leaks, insider commentary, and viral discussions. Porsha allegedly attempted to control the narrative by issuing selective statements emphasizing love, motherhood, and family, while privately attempting to negotiate damage control behind closed doors. Sources say that every public appearance became a performance, each interaction meticulously calculated to prevent further exposure. Yet, insiders claim that the network of secrets and leaks had grown too large to contain. Each message, each encounter, and each whispered rumor contributed to a viral storm, with social media users dissecting every detail for evidence, motive, and implication. The heartbreak extended beyond Dennis and Porsha. Pilar, completely innocent, remained at the center of public fascination, her life inadvertently turned into a spectacle of controversy. Fans expressed sorrow for the child, many highlighting the tragedy of innocence caught in the crossfire of adult secrets, deception, and betrayal. Allegedly, the emotional gravity of the situation created a ripple effect, impacting family, friends, and even casual observers who could not help but be drawn into the scandal. Leaked conversations, private meetings, and alleged hidden communications painted a picture of complexity and deception. Sources say that Porsha's strategic concealment, combined with Cohen's alleged complicity, created a narrative so intricate that even those closest to the family struggled to comprehend the full extent. The drama, heartbreak, and betrayal became fodder for viral memes, debates, and relentless speculation, amplifying the emotional intensity and shocking nature of the story. As the scandal intensified, social media acted as both courtroom and gallery. Every revelation, whether verified or rumored, was dissected by millions, creating an ongoing cycle of outrage, fascination, and discussion. Fans debated motives, relationships, and moral responsibility, turning private anguish into a global spectacle of gossip and emotional intensity. Allegedly, the continued exposure of private details only heightened the stakes, drawing the world deeper into a narrative of heartbreak, betrayal, and shocking revelation that showed no sign of slowing down. The aftermath reportedly left Dennis questioning everything he had believed, every decision he had made, and every moment of trust he had given. Friends say that even casual interactions became shadowed by doubt and suspicion, creating a sense of paranoia and emotional exhaustion that consumed him daily. Porsha, while maintaining a public facade of grace, allegedly continued efforts to manage perception, but the leaks and viral discussions rendered control nearly impossible. The alleged involvement of Andy Cohen, the confirmation of DNA results, and the emotional devastation experienced by Dennis converged to create a scandal that was not only shocking but emotionally devastating. Fans described the narrative as cinematic, tragic, and heart-wrenching, a real-life story of betrayal, secrecy, and the consequences of hidden relationships exposed to the world. Every post, every leak, every new revelation continued to captivate viewers, ensuring the scandal remained in the global spotlight. As the story continues to unfold, insiders suggest that more revelations may surface, potentially exposing additional secrets, private communications, or hidden motives. The emotional stakes remain high, the heartbreak remains real, and the public fascination shows no signs of fading. What began as whispers of a secret affair has transformed into a global saga of betrayal, family upheaval, and shocking celebrity drama. Dennis, Porsha, Pilar, and Cohen remain at the center of a narrative that blends heartbreak, secrecy, and viral gossip into a spectacle the world cannot ignore. The truth, heartbreak, and fallout are still unraveling, and insiders claim that the full extent of the scandal has yet to be revealed. Fans and followers await the next leaks, messages, or revelations, knowing that each detail could further redefine the narrative. This is not just a celebrity scandal. It is a story of trust broken, innocence endangered, and emotional devastation witnessed by millions. Every revelation compounds the tragedy, every leak intensifies the heartbreak, and every social media post ensures that this story will remain one of the most shocking and emotionally charged sagas in recent memory. The world watches, the whispers grow, and the scandal continues to dominate headlines. Dennis's heartbreak, Porsha's alleged deception, Cohen's involvement, and Pilar's innocent place in the middle of it all combine to create a story of unimaginable emotional intensity. This saga, described by insiders as tragic, shocking, and relentless, ensures that viewers remain glued to every development, every revelation, and every emotional twist, as the fallout of one of the most explosive celebrity scandals unfolds in real time. The fallout from this scandal is far from over, and the world is still reeling from every explosive revelation. Sources claim that what we've seen so far is just the tip of the iceberg, and insiders hint at even darker secrets waiting to surface. The emotional devastation alone is staggering. Dennis McKinley grapples with heartbreak, Pilar's innocence caught in the crossfire, and Porsha Williams faces a storm of public scrutiny she may never recover from. Every private message leaked, every secret meeting exposed, and every shocking allegation paints a picture of betrayal so intense it threatens to redefine everything fans thought they knew. Viewers are demanding answers, flooding social media with questions, theories, and outrage. Every post about Porsha and Andy Cohen sparks endless debate, every rumor fuels speculation, and every leaked detail sends shockwaves across platforms. Millions are glued to every update, desperate to understand the truth, desperate to see justice, and desperate to witness the next explosive twist in this ongoing saga. The allegations of secrecy, manipulation, and emotional deception have captivated the public imagination, creating a viral storm of gossip, heartbreak, and relentless fascination. This story is not just a scandal, it's a tragedy unfolding in real time, a tale of innocence imperiled and trust shattered beyond repair. The emotional weight is crushing, and the drama is relentless, leaving viewers shocked, horrified, and begging for more. What really happened behind closed doors? Who can be trusted, and who is hiding the deepest truths? The answers remain elusive, but the impact is undeniable. Fans and followers are urged to stay tuned, to follow every leak, every insider account, and every revelation as this explosive story continues to unfold. Share, comment, and speculate because the scandal isn't over, the heartbreak isn't resolved, and the next shocking chapter could change everything we thought we knew about Porsha Williams, Dennis McKinley, Andy Cohen, and the tangled web of secrets surrounding them. The world is watching, the gossip is viral, and the drama is far from finished.